Welcome aboard. It's Captain G, Conflict of Arms, Vietnam, 1965, Operation Rolling Thunder. This is the South Vietnamese turn in July of 1965. So before we jump in, last time I forgot to move up the combat initiative. The NVA took 2 tiles, and that took them both away from South Vietnam control. So they moved down to 0, and they're up at 5. So for attacks, I did look at a few different options. One of the things I was looking at was breaking what I consider the siege of Khao Mai. This city is encircled in that it's cut off and it's not adjacent to any friendly tiles. So the VC can attack it without there being a defensive bonus for the city. They're not prepared right now to do so, but the sooner this tile goes back in the South's control, the better. So I had planned initially jets and Rangers and the APC moving in, but I realized that is better to be taken by the U.S. who goes next. I can move the Marines, I can move the infantry, I've got a helicopter there, and I've got a F-105 Thunder Chief, or Thud, as it was called, to hit that. So instead, scrap those plans, let MAC-V take care of that, and the ARVN, our forces, are going to liberate this zone worth money to them, to the east of Saigon. So from East Dong Nai, I'm going to move in 1 infantry. From Saigon, taking 2 supplies. I'm bringing in 2 Rangers. I'm leaving 1. The presence of these VC sappers forced me to leave somebody there to defend, particularly if this Marine leaves, then these guys could attack undefended, frankly, and I can't have them raiding all those zones, so at least this guy gets to defend. So 2 Rangers, and then also 1 infantry, because I don't want to leave Saigon too limited. Get a couple bad rolls and guys retreating, and suddenly the capital falls, and that would be terrible. So that is this attack, supported by their A1 Sky Raider. So I've got 5 units altogether. Yep, okay. So that's the one and only attack for South Vietnam. I've set that up here on the battle board, represented by the dice. I've got the alternate defending 3. I've got the 2 attacking 3s. So those are the Rangers. That's the jet aircraft. Well, in the game they're jet fighters, but obviously it's a propeller aircraft. And then the 2 infantry. All right. And let's put all this into the randomizer. Give you a good view of the dice tray. Let's throw some dice. So there are 2 supplies. Let me just get those, bring them down so we can see what happens here. 2 supply. I'm burning on the first roll. The defender gets a 9. 1 of the South Vietnamese infantry gets cold feet. Oh, no, that's not good. Okay, so these guys missed. I missed with the aircraft support, I missed with the Rangers, and I missed when 1 guy retreated. So I'm going to have the retreating infantry go back to Saigon. That does me better. That does me more good than in that mountain territory. I'm adjusting that now. So that puts me down by 1 attacking die. We'll try it again. This is their last supply in this attack. So we'll take this, the guy retreated, take him out of the way. Let's go again. All right, there we go. Oh, he did get a hit, but so did the Ranger. Aircraft, not so much. The ARVN Air Force needs... Oh, no, wait. The hit is the defenders, the purple. Nice. So the infantry and the Ranger both got a hit. And Got him. Okay. Whew. So that takes care of him. There are no supplies left because it took the 2 rounds. It should not have. And the VC are going to go down 1. And South Vietnam, so they're both at 12. And that, my friends, is it. Also, picking up from last time, I did finish the audit. So for Laos income, South Vietnam gets 9 plus 12 for, well, now it's 12. It was 11 for their own. I had not counted that one, and to correct that, I gave the South Vietnamese 1 CP, and they bought a supply with it. So that was my correction. And with that, I'm going to turn it over. That's a quick turn. I'm going to move in the next video immediately to the U.S. I figured out, like I said, the Marines attacking in the Mekong Delta, but I still have to figure out what other attacks and what strategic bombing raids to do. And that's what's going to be next. This is Captain G, over and out.